this thing is annoying me. That is not touching my neck, thank you very much. Weird, feels like a spider in my neck. I've been reflecting on self-improvement a lot, and I've noticed recently in my life, like over the last year or so, I've been sabotaging myself a lot. And I've been wondering, why? Why have I been sabotaging myself? And I've been going down this path for quite a long time, trying to figure it out. And I think today I finally came to the conclusion. It's basically that a part of me feels like it's been cheated, and now in my daily life I don't really want to succeed anymore. And I know that sounds stupid, and I know it sounds like a victim mentality, but it's not. And I hope that you watching this video who might be able to get value out of it, that might naturally resonate with what I'm saying, I hope that this doesn't make you click off like, oh, this guy wants to be a loser, this guy doesn't want to make 100k a month, this guy doesn't want to work out anymore, I'm not going to listen to him because he's a loser. I didn't say that. A lot of the self-sabotage that I'm experiencing right now is unconscious. For example, this month I need to go leave Bali for a little bit, go do some stuff, and then come back. I don't want to, and that's bridging over to everything. Like, it's messing with my workout routine, it's messing with my income. Like, I straight up don't want to work this month. And this month I have like a whole bunch of different expenses, business expenses, travel expenses, and it's kind of demanding for me to like raise my standards a little bit. Like, to raise above the baseline that I normally sit at. And it's really internally frustrated me. It's really internally frustrating me to the point that the self-sabotage is going off like crazy. And I think today I kind of got to the bottom of it. I've been meditating a lot, doing the internal work, trying to go into the past and try and find out where my mind is sitting. And I think I've got it, to a degree. So, I believe in manifestation, right? Shoot me for believing that people have the ability to turn thoughts into reality. Woo-woo. But anyway, I have for the last like 2 years or so been focusing on manifestation, and I've got some really cool results with it, whether that be in business, finances, relationship, whatever. I've got some really cool results with it. But I've noticed I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of constantly doing it, tired of constantly visualizing, meditating, and trying to almost force myself into what I would say is my desired reality. And it took me a really long time to figure out why. It's because self-improvement failed me. And this is a warning about seasons in your life. So I want to give you like a little bit of a background on myself. So I was homeschooled in South Africa up until grade 9. And only in grade 9 did I go to a normal high school. And up until this point, I didn't really have much social interaction. I didn't have many. I had basically no social interaction with people my age, with kids my age. I used to get taught I used to get taught the schoolwork and stuff by my mom before she passed away from cancer. And when I went into the high school environment, I had a kind of a weird time fitting in, like adapting to it, getting used to the social dynamics. And I mean, obviously that made sense. I wasn't used to it. So I felt very out of place. I felt very weird. And this led me to curiously looking around for answers. And I came across what was really popping off at the time, which was self-improvement. The whole self-improvement thing, which was you gotta go work out, you gotta get your money up, you gotta start a business, you gotta live life on your terms, time, location, financial freedom, the 7 habits of successful people, monk mode, all of those old fun YouTube channels that I used to watch. And those channels kind of ruined my life. And this is gonna sound really weird because if you take a look at my life externally, you might have back then thought that I was ahead. Some people right now might think that I'm ahead. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that at all. I feel pretty horrible sometimes, actually. So the reason that I think that self-improvement ruined my life, and this is just my opinion, by the way, you can take your own opinion from it. Self-improvement in that season of my life, in that season of a lot of people's life, is completely useless because it's the wrong thing for that environment. And I know people are going to disagree with me. Once again, this is just my opinion. This is just my experience. Those environments never demanded me to make more money. Those environments never demanded me to have a perfect physique and a perfect morning routine. Those habits never demanded me to be successful at anything or have income and work. Those environments never demanded me to have good habits like meditation and gratitude journaling, because those environments were high school environments. And what do people do in high school and what do people do in high school and the whole teenage experience, especially in South Africa? Well, they have fun. They stress about schoolwork and homework. They go get drunk and have parties. They sneak around the place and cause trouble, and most of them are broke. And that is the experience of a lot of people going into high school. So what actually matters in those environments from like a social status standpoint of things? Well, are you present? Do you have attention from girls? Do you have a car? Do you have a way of getting around? Are you fun to be around? Do you bring the vibe up or do you ruin it? Is it you who gets the alcohol? Is it you who can get into parties and gets invited everywhere? Is it you who comes with bottles to the party and brings girls with you? It's who was fun. Who was fun, who was relaxed, who was having a good time, and who was it pleasant to be around back then. I just want to say I feel really weird talking about this stuff because it is in my past. It is long gone, but it still sits at the forefront of my head. And some people watching this, I don't know, maybe you relate to this, maybe you don't. It's my assumption. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. I don't know, I'm just sharing what's on my mind because this is what I do on this channel. Thing is, I was not optimizing for those environments. I mean, fuck it, I'd call it degenerate maxing. Degen maxing. That's probably what would have gotten the results that I wanted in those environments. But the thing is, I watched all of the self-improvement YouTube channels and I got all of those habits dialed in when I was a teenager. And it led me to some like weirdly unpleasant experiences. To give you one example, I don't know if the dude's watching this, so I'm not going to say his name. I was one night sitting in a club with someone that I was friends with at the time. And he was pulling girls like fucking crazy, left, right, and center. This was when I was like 17. He was pulling girls left, right, and center. I looked at him. I was a little bit drunk, so it was kind of a dickhead thing to say, but I said to him basically, "You're ugly as fuck, You don't have any sort of decent physique. You don't go to the gym. You have 20 Rand in your bank account. I have 20,000 Rand in my bank account. Why the fuck are you getting the stuff that I want? And he obviously like laughed and he was like, that's a dick thing to say, Regan. And it was a dick thing to say. But it was genuinely painful for me to watch this happening. It was genuinely painful for me to feel left out in those environments. And for the longest time, I thought that it was because something was wrong with me. And that is stuck in my head. That has been a recurring theme through a lot of the things that I've tried and failed at, is what is wrong with me. The truth kind of is that there was nothing really wrong with me. It was that men on self-improvement YouTube channels, men making self-improvement YouTube channels that I'd never met in my life, that I did not know personally, were telling me that there was something wrong with me. Were telling me that the habits that I was engaging in were bad. Were telling me that I had no value as a man unless I was making money. Told me that having a job makes you a fucking loser and you need to have an online business. You need to go make all the money and have the best physique and get rid of all the bad habits. Otherwise, you had no value as a man and you'd be invisible. That is not what mattered in those environments. That is not what mattered in that season of my life. And because of that, I missed out on a lot. Because of that, I got rejected for all the wrong reasons. Not because I didn't have enough money in my bank account. I was, at the time, like a few times, I was making more money per month than my teachers. At the age of fucking 17. Like, what? Who? Like, why? And, what else? I was getting rejected because I thought that, oh, if a woman is going to be attracted to me, I need to have perfect six-pack abs and I have to have a six-figure bank account, be 6 feet tall. High school girls don't fucking care about that shit. In every single social situation that I put myself in, I was over-analyzing myself. I was analyzing every movement that I made. I was caring too much, caring about, oh, do I look rich enough in this environment? Do I look fucking successful enough? Am I moving in the right way? Am I having the right fucking body language? Rather than just having fun and melting into the environments. When I was not paying attention, when I was not consciously worrying about myself in those environments, when I kind of just let go and had fun, it was easy. It was easy. I could go to clubs, I could start making out with random girls. It was fucking gross, but it was what I wanted at the time. And I could easily fucking enjoy those environments and fit in however I wanted when I wasn't paying attention. When I wasn't analyzing myself and fucking trying to decide if I was good enough in the situations. Because here's the weird thing that I've noticed. With us being more connected than ever with social media, you have access to a lot of other people's lives. I have to question why I always want to fucking burp when I start recording videos. You have a lot of access to other people's lives, other people's stories, and then you start comparing. You start taking their opinions and you start comparing them to your season of life. I would say even 20 years ago, we didn't really have that. And for the longest time in our evolution, whatever you believe in, we relied on the experience and we relied on the beliefs of the tribe around us, of the immediate circle around us, the immediate small society around us. And now, that has gotten very weird. That has gotten very weird with how connected we all are with social media. I think, and this is my opinion, this is just what I'm experimenting with now, I think that what has always mattered was being present. Being present in the experience that we were going through, being present in the environment that we were in, being present with that season of our life, rather than trying to always optimize for a different season. And I mean, look, it kind of works. I mean, it kind of works optimizing for a different season. But here's where it's kind of fucked up my life. Here's where self-improvement has kind of fucked up my life. Those things matter now. And right now, I cannot bring myself to fucking care about them. And I'll expand on this, and this is going to make people not want to fucking listen to what I say, and you know what, I don't really care. The thing is, every word that I hear people say in the environments that I'm now a part of, I've already heard before. Every business model that I speak to people about that they're currently running, I have both tried sometimes, and I've heard people speak about it 1,000,000 times. Every person who's talking about physiques now and how important it is to have a physique and go to the gym, I did that when I was 17, and I'm tired of hearing about it now. Everybody's saying that I'm not working hard enough. Everybody's saying that everybody else is not fucking working hard enough, not taking enough action. I heard that when I was 17. No, I heard that when I was fucking 50. And now that it's time where income matters and social status matters, I'm not ahead anymore. I'm not ahead anymore, and I don't really care about it anymore. And this has now become a problem in my life, because the things that I was optimizing for when I was 17 years old are important now when I'm 21 years old. But I'm bored of them. I'm so fucking tired of them. I'm so fucking tired of everybody talking about how much they make. I'm so tired of everybody talking about their fucking workout routines. I'm so fucking tired of hearing everybody talk about their fucking businesses. And it's more relevant than ever now. But it feels like I've already done all of it. Does that make sense? It feels like I've already done all of it. And that is the most uncomfortable experience to be in right now. Because I technically haven't done all of it. And technically it's the repetition that matters. It's technically the consistency that matters. But like, the thing is, what people were saying on podcasts and what people were saying when they were making the self-improvement YouTube channels that I was watching back then, it was mostly derived from their experiences. It was derived from what they were learning about their season of life. The words that they put together and the thoughts that they put together came from experiences that they were going through and what they were learning about their lives. I took all of this in. I watched thousands of hours of content. I read, like, between all of the self-improvement, metaphysics, business books, whatever, like well over 2,000 books. Every word that comes out of an entrepreneur's mouth, every word that comes out of a self-improvement YouTuber's mouth, every word that comes out of 21-year-old millionaires' mouths, I've heard it. I've heard it all before. And that makes me feel very weird. It makes me feel so fucking weird. Because it's relevant and it's true now. But it feels wrong. And it's difficult to do the right things. It's difficult to have the right habits. It's difficult to hold the discipline. Not because those things are necessarily difficult to do, but because a part of me feels like it's been cheated. A part of me feels like there was supposed to be a payout. Like all of that work and all of that self-improvement was supposed to get me somewhere. Was supposed to get me the life that I wanted. And the reality is that it got me fuck all. It got me fuck all, basically. And that's not to say it didn't help me in certain areas of my life. It certainly did. But it didn't get me what I was trying to get, which was essentially social status, if I'm being honest about it. It didn't get me the social status, the social fun experiences that I wanted when I was a teenager. So it essentially failed me because I did it in the wrong season of my life. Now I'm 21 years old. This is when I should be the most focused on it. This is when I should be the most focused on it, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I've kind of like gone into the wrong seasons, hopped around in my life. I mean, the people that I relate to most strongly are people in their 30s and 40s. The people my age, I don't really relate to them. Now the things that I've fallen so far behind because I was always optimizing for the wrong thing. Like now I'm around people that are 21, that are 17, 20, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Not all of them, but most of them are making like over $10,000 per month, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 a month. They have all the cars, they have their lives dialed in, they have nice fucking clean businesses, and on paper their lives look amazing. I mean, they're cool guys. I enjoy being around most of them. But now I feel like I've fallen behind. In high school, I was ahead of everyone in the wrong department, in the thing that I wasn't optimizing for, in the thing that I didn't want. I was making more money than everyone. I was one of the few people that had successful businesses, well, semi-successful businesses in high school that I was making more money than the fucking teachers. Some people were intimidated by me. Some people were intimidated by the success back then. But it all just fucking came crashing down. I've sabotaged myself so many fucking times that I can't even count it. And I don't really know what to do at this point. I really don't know what to do at this point, because it's not like I can stop. It's not like I can stop working and earning money. Not like I can stop paying bills. Not like I can stop improving myself. Not like I can stop talking to clients and trying to get more sales in my business. Because if I stop all of that, well, then I lose safety. Then I lose people. Then I fucking go homeless or some shit. So I really don't know what to do because I can't force myself anymore. Forcing myself just makes me shut down. It just makes me avoid everything. It just makes me talk like shit to myself. Just makes that internal voice get louder. Because life just feels very fucking weird at the moment. And this unfortunately is not going to be the hero's journey in this video. This unfortunately is not going to be me giving you advice. This is just how I feel in my life currently, and I am so fucking confused. Trying to figure it out. I figured out what it is. I figured out what the pattern is, and now I need to figure out how to break it. And in a future video, I may be able to share that. I may be able to share that and how I did it, and maybe it'll be useful for people. Maybe it won't, I don't know. But if there is one point that you can take away from this video, focus on the season of your life. Focus on being present. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having a long-term vision. But focus on the current season of your life. And if that season for you is building a business, making lots of money, focus on that. If your desire is, if it's the season for you to get a good physique at the gym, focus on that. If it's the season for you to be a degenerate and fuck around in high school and get that out of your system so that you don't stress about it later, maybe do that. I don't know. One thing that does stick, be present. Because there is only now. And this is so fucking difficult, but there is only now. The past doesn't exist, it's just memories. The future doesn't exist, it's just assumptions. There is only the present moment. So try and exist in the present moment. Try and optimize your life for the present moment. Try be the best that you can be right now in whatever you're interested in. Just fucking live. Because if you don't fucking live, then you will probably end up like me, where you're optimized for the wrong season, and now when it's time for that optimization for the season that you wrongly optimized for, you won't be able to do it. you won't be able to make the right fucking decisions, and you'll just sabotage yourself over and over. Take the value from this video, leave everything else. Take the meat, leave the bones. I just wanted to share this because it's made me very fucking uncomfortable in my life. So, maybe it'll help some people.